again to one of us is being forced to be here. The more I say that title, the more I actually enjoy saying it because it gives me a little giggle, because I really feel that that sentiment is going to change at some point. But again, introducing myself, my name's Lathronia, and I'm here with my reluctant co-host Khaleb, who is, I think his goal is to say as little as possible. Khaleb, can you say hello?
Hello.
You may need to speak up a little louder so that you can be heard and people don't think that I am speaking to myself or your part of the program is AI generated. I wish you guys could see his face, but he refused to get on camera. So, hello, Khaleb. How are you doing today?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You don't seem fine. You seem quite agitated and irritated. Is that the current state that you're in?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you in an agitated, irritated state?
I think you can guess why.
I may be able to guess why, but our faithful listeners, the 3 that have probably subscribed, and I love them, may not be able to tell why. Please share.
I think they might have an above room temperature IQ, so I think they can understand.
They can understand why you're frustrated and agitated?
Yes.
Okay. But you do know I am a firm believer of using our words so that we are fully understood and no one can say that they misconstrued anything. Yes or no? What? Yes, use words, not sounds. What's that? Because see, that smile on your face makes me think that you're enjoying this, but that's deceptive, isn't it? Yes or no?
What's the topic?
Well, you know, it's going to kind of be two-folded. I kind of first want to start in an area, and this like kind of came to me. Do you know about different parenting styles?
Yes.
Okay, what are the 4 basic different parenting styles? Do you know them?
Strict.
No, okay, let's use the correct term. It is, what is it? Authoritative, authoritarian, permissive, and neglectful. Do you know what each one of those means? With the shrug of your shoulders, I'm going to say not exactly, but you probably have an idea. Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what each one is, and then we're going to discuss, and you tell me which parenting style you think I fit into. This should be fun. So authoritative is where it's high responsiveness and high demands. Do you know what it means by responsiveness?
Explain.
Responsiveness is whether or not you are in tune, how quick you are to essentially respond to the situation, the problem, that not necessarily problem or situation, whatever is going on. Understood? So if I have a high responsiveness, that means I'm quick to respond. Low responsiveness, low to respond. And so high demand is pretty self-explanatory, right? Okay, so authoritative, these are parents who set clear standards and limits while being supportive and nurturing. Authoritarian, they have high demands and low responsiveness, meaning these parents enforce strict rules and expectations, often without providing much warmth or feedback. Permissive is high responsiveness but low demands, And these parents are lenient and indulgent, and they allow considerable freedom for their children. Neglectful is low responsiveness and low demands, meaning these parents are uninvolved and may provide little guidance or attention to their children. From the look on your face, it looks like you wish I was a neglectful parent. Is that what that look means? God, I wish you guys could see this look. So what category do you think I fall in?
Why do you speak so long-windedly?
Because
you speak
that's
like
me.
you're writing a college essay.
I can't help. That's how I speak, so that the person that I am speaking to understands me clearly. I don't want to be misunderstood in any way. So, which category in my...
Authoritative.
You think I'm authoritative?
Yes, because you set clear goals.
Okay.
That's really it.
That's it? You don't think I sometimes go into authoritarian?
Not
Or sometimes
really.
be permissive?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I do set standards, and I'm glad you... Do you think that my responsiveness level, how do you think that is? Do you think it's high, low, mediocre?
Mediocre.
Really? So are there situations where you think I should respond quicker in what, as to whether or not I'm being supportive or understanding of your needs? Do you understand the question?
I wasn't paying attention. What?
I said, how would you rate my responsiveness? And you said it was mediocre. So, are there situations where you don't think that my responsiveness, so me meeting your needs...
No, I just mean that whenever I do ask you for something or ask you to do something, you don't immediately do it. You kind of take a second to do it.
And when I do that, how does that make you feel?
I don't care as long as you get it done.
See, that's where we differ, because I want your responsiveness level to be higher, especially when it's something that I ask you to do in the moment. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
Okay. And how could we work on that?
I don't know.
What do you mean I don't know? I mean, I don't want to become that parent that says when I say jump, you say how high. And I've told you like before, like if I ask you to do something and you can't do it at that moment, to speak to me and say, I heard you, Mom. I will do it.
That's when I say just a second.
No, see, I don't like that. I don't like just a second, because your just a second turns into you forgetting, and then I have to come back and repeat myself, and we both know I hate repeating myself. This is why I become long-winded.
What if I say remind me in
Oh!
5 minutes?
No. No, sir, that is then me repeating myself again.
No, that's you remind me.
That's let's break down the word. Remind, repeat, begins with R-E. To do again. No. My big thing, and I think I said this from the beginning, is just communicate. Communicate with me. So that if I do have to come back and say to you, did you do X, Y, Z?
I will say no, or I will say yes if I did it or not.
And usually when you say no, you didn't do it, you still do not get up and do it at that point. So then that creates a situation where I am then asking you again, and then I'm no longer asking, then I'm telling
I
you
haven't done that in like 6 months.
lies.
You ask me to do something, I don't do it, and then you ask me again, and then I go like, oh, sorry, I forgot, and then I get up and do it. I have been doing that for like 6 months now.
Now, I will give you your credit where credit is due. You have improved on me asking you to do something or telling you to do something and you forgetting and then coming back and doing it. Yes, you have improved. But what is, besides communication, what is my other favorite C word?
I don't know.
Consistency.
You have never said your favorite word is consistency.
Hello, how many times have I said to you, you need to be consistent on what you're doing without me having to constantly tell you? What do you say? I'd like to do this. I'd like to have this. Can you give me this? I'm doing this. Yes, but you're not consistent in doing it.
You said consistent once the entire time you said it.
Oh, that is so not true. I have said to you before, I need you to be consistent in doing it. And you go, like when you asked for something, and I don't know what the last thing you asked for, and you're like, I've been doing XYZ, but you haven't given me la la la. And I said, because you haven't been doing it consistently without me asking you to do it or me telling you to do it. That smile with that beautiful dimple of yours tells me that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes or no?
I don't believe a single thing you said.
So you're going to agree to disagree?
Yeah.
That's all right. That's okay. But now it's out there that I need you to consistently perform, mister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I got a nice surprise today coming out of the room and seeing that you had decorated the Christmas tree. What made you do that today?
Well, I was going to do it the day of when I set it up. But I remember asking you to do something, and you never did it.
What did you ask me to do?
I asked you to fluff the tree, and you never did.
Oh, you certainly did. I totally forgot. You should have reminded me.
Oh.
You should have reminded me. And I would have done it, but it still looks great. Your design and the aesthetics is nice. You have a distinctive way. I've never seen the garland go around the tree like that. Were you trying to make a symbol?
No, I just didn't want to do it anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It gives it personality. And I appreciate you taking the time to do that. Thank you very much. But that brought into mind, I can remember growing up as a little girl that there were certain things that we had like during the holidays, only during the holidays. And one of those things was the candy called Merci. And it was this, even Merci is French, I believe, but I think the chocolate may have been German. And it had all these different flavors of chocolate in them. And they were sometimes the package, I think, and if I'm wrong, and that's not the brand on me, but there are sometimes the chocolate, it was like chocolate liqueur. And it actually had like spirits in the chocolate. And I can remember one year eating the chocolates and getting sick because there was actually alcohol in them. You would think that I would learn my lesson. Why are you laughing at me? But I did not. I still like those chocolates. But yesterday I was in the store. I was in Lidl's, and I saw these, and they come like this. They come like this as well. And I just realized today on the package, it says JD Gross. So I'm hoping that doesn't mean that the candies are gross, but it can take me back to that time when I was a little kid and sneaking and eating the Mercy chocolates that I weren't supposed to be eating. Caleb, don't laugh at your mama. What are your thoughts?
I thought you were smart as a kid.
Hey, I was a very intelligent young lady, okay? And I still am intelligent. But
you continue to make the same mistake with the chocolate.
1 year, okay, 1 year. I did learn. I learned to read better. And when it said liqueur, I know not to eat it because that meant it had.
You learned to read better.
Yes.
How old were you?
I don't know. I don't remember how old I was, but I saw these and it made me want to try them. And they have a chocolate and nut variety, and then there's a dark chocolate variety. There was another one, but I didn't get that one because you know how I feel about milk chocolate. You know, they say the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, the darker the chocolate. At least that's my theory. But, would you like to try one of these with me, Caleb? The dark chocolate variety has coffee and cream, dark chocolate, chocolate mousse, almond cream. The chocolate and nut variety has hazelnut and almond, nougat, and almond crisp. I'm going to try one of the almond crisp. What do you have?
Coffee and cream.
Coffee and cream. Maybe it'll perk you up some.
There's white chocolate.
There's white chocolate on the...
You can have mine. I don't want that. I don't like white chocolate. Disgusting.
It is not.
Well, it's not even chocolate.
Well, find one that doesn't have... Sorry to chew in the ear. But find one that has a... This is the dark chocolate that... This says dark chocolate and... The almond one. What do you have?
Almond.
Okay, I like. It's not too sweet. How's yours?
It's fine.
It's what?
It's fine.
It's fine. So, are there any, like... I know I always would say, when I have a family, I want to have this tradition and that tradition. And I can say that I don't feel or think that we have really set any family traditions, with the exception of the opening one gift on Christmas Eve.
That's not really a tradition. People just do that.
Well, it's because their family do that. Well, there are people who don't open gifts on Christmas Eve. Is there a tradition you've ever thought that you would like to have?
No.
Is that because you're a very non-traditional person?
No, it's just I don't really care if I have a tradition or not.
Give me something that you care about.
avoiding stupid people. Because whenever I'm around them, I feel dumber. I don't like feeling dumber.
And who decides whether this person is stupid or not?
If they don't know what 10 times 5 is.
So you don't want to be around kindergartners?
If they're at like an age where it's understandable that they don't know that stuff, then yeah, it's fine. They're still annoying and I don't want to be near them, but it's more understandable. But if you're in like 9th or 10th grade and you don't know what 10 times 5 is, how are you in school?
So what if the person has a learning disability?
That's understandable. But if they don't, how are you in this class?
So how are you going to know whether or not they have a learning disability? Because when someone has a disability, they don't lead with that.
I don't care. I'm avoid them. I avoid everyone.
So are you a Scrooge?
Not when it comes to Christmas. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I always go Merry Christmas.
Why?
Because it's Christmas.
What's so special about Christmas?
It's the happiest time of the year.
Why?
That's a good question. I should switch it to Happy Holidays to include every religion.
So that's why it's the why is the holiday happy?
Because you get to spend time with your family, your friends.
But you don't like people.
I said family and friends.
You like all your family and you like all your friends all the time?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Oh, wow. That's great. So this is the season to be with family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You kind of warmed my mama's heart because I just knew you were going to say gifts and presents and no school.
Well, I mean, the school thing depends on your classes. If you have good classes with good teachers, then you wouldn't really want to, like, leave because you're learning something and you're enjoying your time learning that. But if you have, like, a bad class and a good teacher, you're going to be annoyed the entire time, but you're going to be willing to stay there so you can actually learn. But if you have a good class and a bad teacher, you're just not really going to pay attention and just talk with your friends. But if you have a bad teacher and a bad class, you're just going to hate the entire time you're there.
And without going into specifics, have you encountered that this year in any of your classes?
Yeah. All of them.
All of your classes fall in that criteria.
Yeah, because with one exception, all of my teachers are good teachers and they teach well, but the classes really make me mad because most of the people in there don't have common sense. So it just makes me angry. But there's this one class that has a bad teacher and a bad class, so it's just kind of annoying to be there.
So is that one of your semester classes or is that a year-long class?
That's my year-long.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. Hopefully next semester we can find some kind of enjoyment in that class. But that's, that can make it difficult, really difficult to enjoy going to school and being there. I'm sorry you have to go through that.
But at least the work is easy.
Yeah, okay. Well, that is great that the work is easy and you can follow along and you can do it without much engagement with anyone. Mm. I had another question that I was going to ask you, or a comment that I was going to make, and it totally just blew right on out of my head. Wow. Anything you're looking forward to? I mean, I know your friends right now are still in school for another 2 weeks, but you kind of are doing school from home right now. But when your friends get on break, is there anything you're looking forward to doing with them?
I don't know.
You guys haven't talked about or made any plans to do anything?
We talk, but like they also have families, so they could also be doing some. So we might not be able to hang out. Like for instance, during the summer, I was trying to hang out with one of my friends, but he ended up having plans change, and he went like somewhere, I forgot.
He went out of town?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you find it, and this is a friend that goes to a different school,
Yeah.
do you find it difficult to remain friends with your friends that are now at a different high school than you?
No.
No? Okay.
Because if they're like a real friend, they will keep connection with you. And if they are a real friend, you cannot talk to them for an entire month, say, and then just send them a picture, and you'll talk for like an hour, and then you're good.
Can I say I am so happy that you have that understanding at such a young age. There are some adults that still struggle with that, and knowing the true definition of how a real friendship is and how it looks, and that you don't have to talk to each other every day all the time, and you can pick up, like, when you do connect, it's like no time has passed. That's awesome, and I'm so happy that you have that at such a young age. That's great. That's so great, because me and my best friend, we've been best friends for over 30 years. And it's amazing how things are. I was just thinking that's a lifetime, and I'm so glad that you have that, because hopefully they will, 30 years from now, when I am, beginning to knock on the door of senility and you're wiping drool off of my chin, you still have that friend there. But yeah, that's awesome. That's great. So I do want to, back to going to traditions and whatnot, I used to imagine one of the traditions that I wanted to have was to have a big, like, family breakfast together, but we never get up to eat breakfast together. And when we do get up, you go straight to your under the tree and see what's under there and whatever. That would require me getting up and making the breakfast and whatnot, but you could also make the breakfast as well. Mm-mm. So this year, what if I did that? What if I made a full-on breakfast? But see, it's just me and you.
Yeah, so half of that food would get wasted.
Yeah. We may need to start inviting people over.
No.
Why not?
I don't like people.
You just... If they were to get an invitation, they would be close family, friends.
I said family and friends, as in me.
So you don't like any of my family and friends?
Well, your family is my family, so yeah, I would like them. And also, I don't really know any of your friends or remember any of them, because every time you see one of your friends, you go, oh, the last time they saw you was when you were 4. I can't even remember what I ate or did yesterday. What makes you think I would remember them?
I don't expect you to remember them. But what about our friends that we see every Sunday, or we have when we have small groups? What about them?
We see them almost all the time, so I would rather not.
Well, you know they love you, right?
Yeah.
And you love them, right?
Yeah.
What? You don't love them?
I wouldn't say love. I like them.
You like them a lot.
I like them.
You like them enough to see them frequently and engage with them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, for you, that's a big stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Because you don't like people. You're like your mom. I don't like people either. But I love those that I have in my circle. I love those that I welcome in. And see, in talking, it came back to me. You made a statement. You said you don't like people who don't have common sense. And I wanted to say to you, my dear sweet child, please accept this fact right now. Just because it's called common sense does not mean it's common. Everyone does not have it.
Yeah, I know.
So get used to that.
I mean, all the people who don't have common sense have like lukewarm IQs.
I don't agree with that, because there's some I can remember growing up, and there would be a saying that you can be book smart, don't make you street smart.
I'm not book smart or street smart.
So what are you?
I don't know. Whatever the thingy is.
What a thingy is.
I just do what I do. And if I'm good at it, I'm good at it. And I try things. And if I'm good at the thing, I'm good at the thing. If I'm bad at it, I'll try to get better. But that's really it. I don't really care.
And in addition to you learning that, you're going to have to come across a lot of individuals that don't have much common sense in things that you think they should. You're going to have to learn and deal with this one wonderful word: humility. You may be good at something. You don't need to be boastful about it. You may be knowledgeable about how to do this. And if you come across someone who does not know how to do it, how about you take that knowledge and try to show them?
I'm not really boastful about if I'm good at something. But if someone who is bad at something that I'm good at, I'll help them out. I'm not boastful.
Do you help them without trying to belittle them or make them feel bad about it?
Yeah. But if they're like a close friend, I will make fun of them a lot. Especially if they have like close to the same IQ as me. If they're about the same smart, the same intelligence as me, I will make fun of them forever.
That's not nice.
It's not nice, it's funny.
Funny isn't always nice, okay? But we don't want to go around hurting people's feelings, and we don't want to go around making them develop a complex and becoming afraid to ask you for help when you could be the person, to help them with something. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Because we do want to be of service and use our talents and our gifts to help others. Yes or no?
Sure.
Sure. It's a resounding yes. Yes, we do. We want to be of service, and we want to be helpful to people. And we want to be welcoming to individuals so that if they feel that they need help, that they can freely ask you. Right? I just need you to learn that. Let's work on that. That's something you can work on. And it'll serve you as you go on in life and encounter things. Think of how you want to be treated. Do you want somebody to make fun of you because you didn't know how to do something and you should have known how to do it?
Yes.
No, you don't.
If it's my friend who is the person I bully, I don't bully
You're
random
bullying
people,
people now? Oh, the truth is coming out. Oh my God. I do not like bullies.
When I make fun of my friends, I'm doing it in a joking manner. So when they do it to me, they're also doing it in a joking manner, and that's funny. I like it. But whenever I'm helping out a person I don't know, I'm gonna help them out and not like make fun of them for not knowing how to do it. I'll help them out.
Okay.
That's what I said earlier.
I just want to make sure, because you made it seem like, oh, I'm gonna make fun of you. Oh, you don't know how to do this. Do.
That's exactly how I make fun of my friends.
How are they, you know, I was about to say, how are they your friends? But then I look at my friends and I go, how are they my friends? What do you say? You signed up for this. You chose to be my friend. I had a friend long ago. She's passed. And she used to tell me, she would say, Lathronia, people either love you or they hate you. And I laughed and I said, yeah, that is true. People either love me or they hate me. And I'm okay with that. Because those that love me, they know. Those that hate, they didn't take the time to get to know me. And I see so much of myself in you. You know, your auntie and your mom, well, a lot of people say that you are my mini me. You're just a boy version of me.
Your auntie and your mom?
Your auntie and my mom. I'm sorry. Your auntie and my mom. I meant to say your auntie and your granny. But they say you're a mini version of me. And sometimes, like, looking at you, I don't see it. But when you and I interact, I see it. And sometimes when we go at it, I have to take a pause because it's as if I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, but then when I mention I don't like reading books, you disregard all of that.
Yes, I do, because that's just sacrilege.
How is me not liking books sacrilege?
How can you not like reading books?
They're too boring.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They
take forever
you.
To explain.
They do not. They take you to a different place. It is the cheapest vacation you could ever have. It takes you to another place.
No, the cheapest vacation you could ever have is for free by going to sleep. Because then your dream is taking you somewhere else. That's the cheapest vacation.
Touché.
And also, books are like $30.
Not if you get them from the library. Doesn't cost anything to get a library card.
Uh-huh. But they mostly have regular books. And you know, I don't like regular books. And also, most of the books they have are like romance and mystery.
They have biographies.
What makes you think I would want to read someone's biography?
There might be someone you admire.
No.
You admire. There is no one on this earth that you admire. Wow.
Not really.
Wow. That almost saddens me.
Wow.
That you don't have anyone that you admire, that you would look up to and see the things that they have gone through and accomplished and they can serve as like an inspiration for you, or you know, someone that you look up to say, I would not mind emulating, if not everything that they have done, some of what they have done to help guide and shape me to be a better person, a better individual, anything like that. That's really disheartening.
I wouldn't look up to one singular person. I would look up to like a central idea, like being a good person in general and helping out. I don't look up to one singular person because, I mean, that person could have also done some really bad things back in there. back in their days.
Very true, but the fact that they did some bad things in their past means they have turned their life around, and they're doing, good for themselves, their family, their community, mankind. You know, that's even more reason to, admire that person. Almost as if you were saying, you remind me of, no, not going to say that. Because I'm like, Jesus Christ didn't do anything bad in his life that he had to turn around. But that whole theory of being a good person and whatnot comes from Jesus Christ. I mean, so that could be someone you admire. Because, I mean, the idea of being a good person stems from him. Yes or no?
Yeah, but also there were good people before him, though.
But did those good people die for us?
No.
No, they did not. They did not.
I mean, they still died trying to help, though.
Yes. But his blood is the blood that clears it all for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we touched on some good things. What are your thoughts? Now you're quiet. I love you, but sometimes I just can't stand you. But thank you for such an engaging conversation. I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to our next encounter. I wonder what we'll delve into then. Anything else you want to say before we sign off? Do you at least want to say goodbye? Just shake your head no. You can't give the people a good night. See you later. And I'm out. Nothing to sign off with. What's that? What? Caleb say what? All right, guys. We went a little longer than I expected, but I hope you enjoyed this exchange as much as I have, and I look forward to future conversations. You guys have a great one.